What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel DC Superhero Girls, and today we'll be having a look at Wonder Woman. Yes, this is actually a new line that Mattel released, especially for smaller, younger girls, their own little action figure line. You can see she does include the golden lasso of truth, although it says magic lasso of truth here. But here's the packaging. Really nice packaging. You do have a picture of Wonder Woman up here, a box that fully showcases the figure, as well as Wonder Woman's emblem right here. On the back, we just get a little read-up of the DC Superhero Girls. It says, saving the world from plans of supervillains isn't easy, especially when you have to rush home right after a study for the big test in Heronomics. But that's just a day in the life of a student at Superhero High, a school where you not only learn how to control and master your awesome powers, but also the value of teamwork and the importance of being comfortable in your own super skin. Fortunately, your classmates know exactly what you're going through, and as every student here is trying to figure out how to be a superhero and a super friend. That's quite a bit of a read-up, especially since this is aimed at children, but anyway, it does say Wonder Woman, a true leader who is courageous, competent, and competitive. All the girls at Superhero High look up to her, but she still has a lot to learn about the way of life away from her home on Paradise Island. Good thing she has plenty of friends to show her the ropes. Superpowers, super strength, flight, nearly invincible, and super athleticism. The other figures of this line include Supergirl, Batgirl, Harley Quinn, Bumblebee, and Poison Ivy. So really excited I found this girl, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of the review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Wonder Woman posing out of the packaging. Now before we get on to the figure, let's go on to her one and only accessory. As you saw on the box, it said she does come with the magic lasso of truth. The only problem I have with it is that it's sculpted in this way that she has to be holding it. Let's actually go on to zoom in on it so you can see what I'm talking about. It's sculpted in this way that she has to be holding onto it, and there is a tab right here. And that tabs right into her belt. And it is really nicely detailed. I'll give it that. And it's just this golden yellow piece of plastic. Really nice accessory. Like I said, the only problem I have with it is that it's sculpted in a way that she has to be holding it at this end. Kind of wish they didn't do that, but unfortunately they did. And in case you're wondering, it does tab in right here. And it just pegs on like that. And like I said, she has to be holding it for it to actually look good, and I guess holding it, it looks pretty decent. But let's get that out of her hand so we can have a look at the figure itself, if she will stand. One thing that they said on the box is that the figures stand on their own, and they do. The only problem is they don't have ankle articulation, and that's kind of a bummer because ankle articulation is really necessary to get figures to stand. But anyway, let's go on to some of her details. If we can zoom in on that face. It is a really cartoon stylized, so if you're into cartoon styled faces, it's really nice. You can see her hair isn't really black. It kind of has like this purple tint to it. It's coming out more on camera than it is in real life. So what you're seeing here isn't the actual shade it's going to be. The camera is just amplifying the color. It's a really dark purple, almost black, but like I said, the camera is just bringing out the purple on it. You can see her headband is nicely painted. Eyes gorgeously painted as well. And then we go on to her costume. This is a softer rubber, so it's not going to hinder any of her articulation. Her sleeves actually have sculpting right here. And then we get down to her bracelets, which don't have any detail on them. Down to her pants, which actually do have, you can see it does have the seams on it as well as the stars going down. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but if you were to turn the boot, there's actually another star going down there, so really nice. Really glad that Mattel actually did that. And then we have the wings on her boots painted. So overall, Really, really well done figure, and I'm really glad Mattel is actually making this line. So if we just zoom the camera back out, we can go on to her articulation. She is a 6-inch scale figure, and she has plenty of articulation considering, you know, it's a first run figure. She does have a bulger in the head. She can look down. Can't really look up because her hair will get in the way. Head does turn left and right. And because this is a softer plastic, you can actually get her head turning like that. And it does tilt side to side, so a lot of movement on the head, especially considering she has this hair which is softer as it gets to the bottom, but still kind of hard right here. Her arms on a ball hinge go out. They do a full 360, not at all hindered by her outfit, because this is such a soft plastic. She can actually do a full 360, and it's not at all hindered. So arms go out, do a full 360. She bends at the elbow, as well as spins at the elbow. She has a swivel in the wrist. Sorry, I had to scratch my nose. No articulation in the abs, no waist swivel, but we do get quite amount of articulation in the legs. She goes forward, back, and out pretty far. She has a single joint in the knee, as well as spins at the knee, although it is kind of hard to get that articulation going, considering the way they sculpted this. But she does have a swivel in the knee. She also does have a boot swivel, and once again, nothing in the ankle. So pretty decent articulation, especially considering that nobody was expecting to have this much articulation on this figure. But really excited to have her, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get a pose for my final thoughts, then we'll wrap up her review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Wonder Woman pose for my final thoughts, and overall, really, really good action figure, especially since this is a new figure line. A really great way to start this out. This is actually intended for little girls, although I don't like to say toys are meant to be played by boys or girls. You know, they're action figures. They're meant to be played by boys and girls. But this line is specifically aimed at little girls, although I really do like this figure. This is actually a really well done Wonder Woman, considering nobody expected it to be this good. If you can find these figures and you're really, really a fan of the DC Comics, why not give this line a look? This is actually a really good line. It is exclusive to Target, actually. Target is the only one that carries the DC superhero girls. And for the price that you're getting for these figures, it can't be beat. This is a 6-inch figure with a lot of articulation for $10. These figures came out to about $10.80 with tax, so really, really loving this figure. She looks great alongside the other 6. I really hope Mattel does spread the line out and give us more figures, because we did see Catwoman, we saw Carol Ferris on the webisodes, and the dogs are going crazy. Good thing I'm wrapping up the review now. But if you can find these figures, I really recommend you give them a second look, because they are phenomenal figures, especially for $10. It's a really good deal if you ask me. But thank you for watching, guys. I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, tell me what you think of the DC Superhero Girls line, and do you think you like it? If this video made you want to go pick it up, go ahead and go pick it up. Like I said, they're exclusive only to Target, so if you really want to find these girls, Target is the only place to pick them up. And thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.